Hey, Landbank here. We're beginning whatever this next quest is with the bro. And I guess without further ado, so I don't know what to do for a warm up.
Good, you are safe. Good fortune did not abandon us entirely.
Is something wrong, Prophet?
Despite many days of meditating and scrying, Sai Sahan's whereabouts still elude me. The projection that you witnessed in the Foundry of Woe showed him to be in great peril. If we are to find him, I will need your help, Vestige.
Right, okay. Well, what do I need to do to
Though
help?
Sai remains hidden from my sight, Lyris brings news that an agent of the enemy lurks in Daggerfall. Fear is on the lips of the people. Darkness walks among them. Even a blind man can sense it. It is the hand of Manamako.
Okay, well, how is that going to help us?
If it is truly an agent of Manamako's worm cult, it may provide us with a clue that will hasten our search. Seek this agent, but tread carefully. The worm cult is a cult of necromancy, and the undead are fearsome opponents.
Okay, well, how can I find this agent?
Venture to Daggerfall. Speak to Old Maid Maxell and Husnia the mercenary. It was on their lips that Lyris first heard murmurs of trouble lurking in the shadows. Locate this agent of evil. Return with any personal effects they carry with them.
Return with personal effects they carry with them. Okay, that's interesting. I'll find them and return. So, don't know if we can just teleport over there. Who's to say? Let's just recall to Daggerfall. And then from there, try and activate the right quest, I guess. Oh, so what do we do here? We'll go...
I love cities. They have a kind of rhythm to them, and it's just a matter of learning the steps.
Right, so we've got to talk to Madame Maxell and talk to who's Nia. And then, so we'll do that. So up through here. Rosie to the Rosy Lion. Okay, here we go. Here's who's Nia.
Who's this now? I bet you've got a wild tale or two to share.
I was hoping you'd have a tale for me about a stranger in town.
Present company excluded? Well, there was a dodgy-looking Imperial hanging out in a doorway near Southgate Alley this morning. He was eyeballing everyone who happened by. Seemed like a cut-purse looking for an easy mark, if you ask me.
Right, well, is there anything else you can tell me?
Sorry, that's all I've got. I'd be willing to bet he's staying on the south side of town, though.
Okay, well, thank you, and goodbye. So then, back to Daggerfall. Well, to the streets of Daggerfall, and going to... Where's it? Maxell. Maxell, who's over there. It's always good to see a game so busy. Giblets. What up, Giblets? Maxell.
You're new to Daggerfall, aren't you? I know everyone in town.
Have you noticed any other strangers in the city?
I don't like to gossip, but there's been an Imperial vagrant nosing around for the past few weeks. Suspicious-looking fellow. I actually saw him picking through the trash outside the castle a few weeks ago. I've no idea where he is now.
Should we try the persuade? You're obviously as observant as you are beautiful. Is there anything else you can tell me? No, don't have that option open. Is there anything else you can tell me?
I'm sorry, but I am not in the habit of ogling strange men.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so then what? What is our quest telling us? Investigate Daggerfall, chasing shadows. Search the South Gate building.
Hear ye. All
Southgate
residents of
building.
Daggerfall,
indoors tonight for your own safety.
Southgate building. Okay, there we go.
Watch is looking into a series of murders, and they don't want you to be the next victim. I've got what you need.
Don't do anything stupid.
It's crazy how busy the game is. Like, it's packed. Game's pumping.
Hey, you're alive.
Well, what else would I be? I guess we... Oh no, here we go, yeah. Okay, so abandoned cellar. Worm's Retreat, solo instance, okay. Manomarco was expelled from the Psychic Order when Vanus Galerian discovered he was conducting forbidden experiments with necromancy. Skeleton warriors. Very tense. Search the underground chamber. Here we go. Oh.
How dare you trespass here?
It's all on now. Guessing this is like a campaign mini-boss. El Dominion. Oh yeah. Get wrecked. Less evil in the world. Done. Should we check out his journal just real quick? Strange request indeed. Evening stroll, bite to eat. Murder. Cultists seem different. Abnathan. He said if I agreed to join the worm cult, I could replace this agent. I would reside in a conveniently placed underground lair within the city limits would assure me a continued stream of meals. Right. So it's like he was just a hungry dude. And then it's like, here, have some food, but to do that you have to do this. Wasn't so bad. Dang it. Feel bad.
What is the meaning of this interruption? Why have you contacted me?
Abnathan.
This is Abner Tharn. The Master and I are very busy. This had better be important. Wait a moment. I don't know your face. Identify yourself immediately.
Who? Me?
Yes, your report, you insipid twit. What, did you contact me by accident?
Who are you?
How dare you speak to me in such a... Wait. You're not one of ours, are you? Color me intrigued. You speak to Abner Tharn, Overlord of Nibene and Chancellor of the Elder Council.
The Imperial Chancellor? What are you doing here?
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you contact me? Fascinating. Are you merely a blundering local, I wonder, or something more?
Well, you see, I'm looking for Saisahan.
Are you indeed? I didn't think that Redguard has-been had a single friend left. Not in this world, at any rate. Let me give you some free advice. Forget about Sai Sahan. Even if I told you where he was, attempting a rescue would be suicidal.
So, then you do know where he is?
Of course I do. But do you really think I'd tell you and risk incurring Menemarco's wrath? I think not. Ah, the owner of this place returns. And he doesn't look pleased. Farewell.
What?
You, get away from that.
Oh, here's the boss. Severinus Falco. Awesome. Okay. So, return to the harborage. Well, we can do that. busy as. Everywhere you go, there's like 10 people. Talk to the prophet. The prophet. What up, bro?
You've returned. What have you found?
Well, the cultists use orbs like this one to communicate, and I spoke to Abnathan.
Abnathan shows his face again. I get the sense that he might have a larger part to play in the coming events, but for good or ill, I cannot say. Leave the orb with me. I shall be able to use it to locate Sai Sahan.
Okay, bro. Good luck.
Hold a moment. Come here. We need to talk.
Okay, there's some giant lady.
I heard you and the Prophet talking about Abner Tharn.
Why do you dislike Tharn so much?
Didn't the Prophet tell you the story of the 5 companions?
He showed me a vision about them, but I'd like to hear your thoughts.
I don't know where to start. There's so much to tell.
Tell me about the 5 companions.
We were chosen by Emperor Varen to join him on a quest to recover a lost artifact called the Amulet of Kings. The 5 included Varen, myself, a red guard named Sai Sahan, Abner Tharn, and the traitor Manimarco.
Tell me more about Manimarco, in your opinion.
You only know him as the man who killed you and stole your soul. But back then, he was Emperor Varen's most trusted advisor. It was Manimarco who convinced Varen to search for the Amulet of Kings.
Why would Varen need the amulet?
Varen wasn't a true Dragonborn Emperor. He didn't share Alessia's bloodline. Manimarco said the amulet could change all that. He said he could use it to perform a ritual that would turn Varen into a true Dragonborn.
And, what happened next?
It took us more than 2 years, but we finally recovered the amulet and returned to Cyrodiil to perform the ritual. Manimarco set us up. The ritual caused a violent explosion of magical energy. We lost Varen. Sai Sahan and I were declared outlaws.
And what then?
Manimarco convinced the Elder Council to recognize Abner Tharn's daughter Clivia as Empress Regent. But Manimarco was the true power behind the throne. Sai Sahan and I went into hiding. There was a bounty on our heads.
Right, well, will you tell me about Abner Tharn?
Abner Tharn is Grand Chancellor of the Elder Council, and Chief Advisor to his daughter, the Empress Regent. He is also Manimarco's toady.
Tharn didn't seem too happy working for the Worm Cult.
Tharn's first loyalty is to his family and the Empire, and he's a ruthless bastard when it comes to defending them. The Worm Cult obviously doesn't share those loyalties. Tharn would never trust them, but he's too much of a coward to betray them.
What if he got something out of it?
Maybe. But what could we offer him? He's already got more gold than the gods themselves.
Well, I've heard enough for now.
I know it's a lot to take in. We'll talk more later. In the meantime, I'll keep an eye on the Prophet. Hopefully that orb will help him find out where Sai Sahan is being held. Once we know that, we can plan our next move.
Well, thank you, Lyris. To Itemborn. We'll complete the quest now. Great. So that was Chasing Shadows. And we'll begin the next quest, whatever that is, in the next one. And hope that you're enjoying this main campaign story playthrough. Getting a bit of a background on the Elder Scrolls Online. It's clearly popping off as a game, so... And, I mean, the graphics are just epic, so... Well, hopefully see you in the next one. Take care.